anytime on CBS.
So this is gravy for the brain.
So Bruins make the first step. They bring in Singleton.
This talks about. This was in 2019. This was written. Maybe I should turn the Final Four down. But this was written in 2019, and it's about the problems in voiceover business and things of that nature. As I've said, most of the issues that are occurring in the voiceover business that seem to be a raging issue now, I've already dealt with in the film business. My first camera, okay, was not this big. My first camera was as big as this entire rig, and it was a lot, longer and all that other stuff. It was heavier. It required more things, more stuff. But that DVX 100 was easy to deal with than the previous generation cameras in that family. And as a result, the industry, the film industry, the television industry, all of the media industries that use camera equipment, from Hollywood to the press, the budgets all went down. And if you know anything about film, if you know the history, you know about the decree laws, you know about the Paramount decree, you know about when the old school studios, like when my mom's was born, they owned the theaters. The Supreme Court said that was antitrust. And then after that, 20 years later, was the dissolution of the studio system. And that's when the studios didn't really know what they was doing, and they was just throwing money at the wall, hoping it stick. That allowed the Brat Pack of filmmakers, Scorsese, De Palma, Lucas, William Friedkin, all of them, they all got in and they of course Spielberg, they freaked the 70s, and there's a lot of other directors, but I'm just naming them because that's what allowed the studios to make a lot. That's why they made Jaws and Godfather, which they thought that the directors were inexperienced and they were going to be B movies and all this other stuff. And so, this is what's happening when there's a lot of change. This is what I keep saying about never waste a crisis. So the studios don't know what's going on. They under pressure. They shook. They like, oh my God, TV is going to finally take us over. Because from the 40s to the 70s, the film population, the frequency of goers dropped like a brick. It used to be something like, 40 million people would go, or a year, a week, or whatever. It's like a really ridiculous number. Well, by the 70s, that was cut in half. And you had things like Monday Night Football now, and baseball was being played at night. That might sound weird to you, but you go from the 40s to the 70s, these things occurred over that 30-year span. So I'm 45, just like going back to 15, all sports was played in the daytime. Now I'm 45 and they played at night. When do you think people went to movies? Oh, that's right, at night. So this isn't a surprise to me because I've been dealing with this in film ever since I started researching about film. If you read Engulfed, if you read Peter Biskin, Down and Dirty Pictures, and you read these books, and then, in the music business, read Tin Men, you see the corporate takeovers, you see, Gulf and Western buying Paramount, you see the quote, race to the bottom and all that, which has been going on across all American industries. So voiceovers, it's like, welcome to the party, pal. If that's how y'all feel, I hate to tell y'all, but this is old. Music videos used to have, $800,000 videos for rappers you never heard of. Now, unless you Drake or Lil Yachty, your videos is dirt. You could go, it's grocery shopping, really. It's, for the family of four. You can spend $300. That's a music video these days. And yeah, I know the cameras are cheaper and all that, but you're supposed to be paying for the knowledge. But now people don't even care about that. They like, just point the camera here and we're going to do that and that's that. And that's cool. And then they wonder, why I'm not going up to the next level. Because you, like they argue here, you keeping yourself down by shooting these $500 videos, yet you going to get foreign cars and doing all of this editing. And you see my keyboard here, you doing all this editing. And in the end, the video isn't good enough to get anyone to think that you could do anything beyond that. And yet, or you can make it to $500. So you got to make a decision as to what you want to do. But this is interesting. I'm going to keep reading and see what else, they talk about. But a lot of this just sound like what I heard about in film. But we'll see. Because like I said, they talk about, it's a business. I'll get into that because, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. You're going to find out. Peace.